Alright, so Pokemon Unite does have 3 different currencies, and they can be a little bit confusing on what you can actually use them for and how you obtain them. So the first one is the Aeos Gems. These are the ones you have to buy with your own money in the store, and you can use these to purchase just about everything in the game. So they're definitely nice to have if you got a little bit of extra cash, you want to purchase some skins, whatnot. The next one is the Aeos coins, and these are actually the ones you get from playing the game, doing battles. You can cap out at 2,100 per week, so you can't grind them too hard because you are going to get stopped at a certain point during that week. But they are nice to get fulfilled because it'll allow you to get your Pokemon, your items, whatever it may end up being that you want to purchase. Those are going to be the big ones that you want to get each week. The next one is the Aeos tickets, and these are from actual ranked matches. So if you're playing ranked matches, climbing through the ladder, this is going to be part of your rewards, and you can use those to purchase some of the other specialty items in the store. So at the home menu, if you hit the shops button down in the bottom there with the little cart, it will bring you to the store where you can purchase your Pokemon, clothing, and other items. So the first section you actually get is the Unite Battle Committee. So this is where you're going to be getting your Pokemon licenses, the different Pokemon you're going to want to actually play with in the game. So you can actually scroll through the top of it, and you can select specific types of Pokemon that you may want to play. So you can actually break down before you buy them if they're going to be suitable to you. If you like playing a tank Pokemon, a speed Pokemon, supporter, attacker, all those different kind of options, because it is a MOBA and they do have a lot of different variances in the type of Pokemon you can play. But once you've actually figured out which Pokemon you do want to play, you can go ahead and purchase it and play with it in game. So there are 2 different ways you can purchase these Pokemon. One is with the coins, those battle coins that you get from actually playing the game. They do vary between, it looks like, about 6,000 and 10,000 for some of the other ones like Gengar and Absol. So as you play the game, you'll unlock those. Or if you want to unlock them early, you can also use the gems, which is the one on the bottom right, and that will actually be purchased with your own money. So you can go through here and buy pretty much every character if you want to, day one. So there is the battle committee. Alright, so the next section we have is the Aeos Emporium. So this is going to be the section where you're going to be buying a lot of your clothing and accessories for your character, as well as items for your Pokemon. So for your character, you can use the ranked tickets that you get from ranked matches, or you can use the gems that you purchase with money. For the items, these are going to be items that you purchase directly for your Pokemon. Once you hit level 10 as a trainer, you can have 3 on a Pokemon. So these are going to give your Pokemon some pretty beneficial stats you're going to want to have. So picking the right ones for your Pokemon and then upgrading them is going to be really crucial if you want to play some pretty competitive matches. You can purchase these ones with battle coins as well as with the ranked tickets, so it gives you a couple options to get the ones that you need if you haven't unlocked them through just regular like quests or through the events of the game. The other thing is you can get fashion tickets. The fashion ticket exchange is used for like when you get a duplicate item, and you actually are refunded with these tickets that you can actually then use to purchase other items. So this is the Aeos Emporium, pretty cool. You get some pretty cool stuff and definitely help out with your Pokemon. And then last but not least, we have the Zerko trading. So this is going to be where you get your cool skins for your Pokemon. I myself purchased the Snorlax one. I'm a Snorlax main. I love the Pokemon, a lot of fun. So I definitely went ahead and snagged this up right as the game launched. I played it in the beta and I love the skins, so I got it pretty much right away. So yeah, you only can purchase these ones with actual coins, so you do have to spend money on them, but they do have some pretty cool ones. I mean, this Mr. Mime one is pretty fantastic. They're pretty cool. So yeah, they've got some pretty good ones. I'm sure as the game goes along, they've already got plans for new ones, so it should be pretty cool to see what they do end up releasing. Alright, so with Pokemon Unite being so heavily focused around the different currencies that you can use to unlock your items, Pokemon, different costumes, stuff like that, there was a ton of different ways that they actually implemented in the game for you to unlock those coins. And so they've got some pretty cool challenges you should definitely check out and start doing so you can get these things unlocked and start actually boosting up your Pokemon. So the first one we can go ahead and look into is the events. It's got a lot of different things that you can do throughout the week, as well as just basically logging into the game. So every day you log into the game while it's active in the 14-day welcome gifts, you can get 3 Pokemon unlocked for free, get a bunch of tokens, clothing items, tickets, all this other kind of stuff to unlock more items. So definitely just log in. It changes at 1600 UTC. So definitely check that out. Get those free items. The next one is we've got all of our daily missions, so just playing a quick battle, logging into the game, these are going to get you more tickets. We got the AOS Research Institute, so just having your licenses, as well as other challenges. Unite battles, so they've got different specific event durations. So right now they have the event duration from, or the time unite battle from 7:20 to 10:19. You're able to achieve those, you get all the rewards, just like participating in 6 standard battles or 12 standard battles. Then you've also got the quick battle challenge. You've got the quick battle challenge at Royal Park. So you've got different challenges for a lot of the different stadiums. You've got the game release gift. So definitely a lot of really cool things to check out here in the events section. The next one you're going to want to check out is as you're playing the game, you're actually going to unlock energy. And as you get this energy orb up to 100, it's going to give you an exchange that you can do. So we'll actually go ahead and just pop it off right now and see what ends up happening. These are things that you can get. So you can get just free items for the game just by playing the game. So just like this, we got the Sailor Set Socks. Pretty cool. Go ahead and hit A and put it in our inventory. So now as we play, we get more energy after the end of every battle, and that'll actually boost up this orb, and then you'll be able to unlock more free items. The other section that we go ahead and look at is the Battle Pass. So the Battle Pass has a ton of different items that you can use that are actually super beneficial. Some really cool clothing items. So it wasn't bad. I definitely am not going to be one of the ones who's going to purchase the entire Battle Pass and just blare through it and get the last and final items. I don't really feel like I need to. They've got a lot of quests that you can do to actually boost your way up through the Battle Pass. So I'm not worried about playing through the game. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I'll save myself a little bit of money. So like this is the missions. Like this one for week 2, you get 90 points. So as you can see up there, Battle Pass level 27. I'm at 15 of 100. Oh, actually, I'll move the little wizard here, guy. So we're at 15 out of 100. So if I were to complete this mission, which is participate in 12 battles, I need 1 more, I will actually go ahead and upgrade my Battle Pass level. And then I would be able to select my next gift, which would be 30 item enhancer tokens to upgrade some more of my items. So the Battle Pass is pretty cool. Definitely can help you out with getting some more of those item boost, item enhancers that you need to get those competitive sets going. So Battle Pass is pretty cool. Definitely check that out. Also by leveling your character. So right now I'm currently level 20 and I have a prize up there. So if you look in the top left of the screen, if I go ahead and hit R, it'll take me to my trainer level. So as you level your trainer level, you'll actually gain more items as well that you can use to upgrade your Pokemon. So here, we actually hit level 21 pretty recently as I was, just before I was making this video. So now we're at 80 item enhancers. So that's a couple levels for items, especially when you start getting up in the higher levels when they cost 40, 50 item enhancers just to level up once. These are definitely going to help out a lot. So just play the game, get those experience bars up and start getting some of these items because it'll definitely help out. 300 tickets, 80 item enhancers, 950 coins. It's definitely pretty sweet. So, yeah, it's been really cool. They've definitely given us a lot of ways to get the coins and giving us a lot of options for what we want to purchase those coins. So it's pretty cool. I think they did a really good job with it. All right, so now you're ready to go ahead and upgrade some items. So what you're going to want to go and do is hit X, go to your item box, and then go ahead and just hit on one of these items like the muscle band. Go to give. It'll bring you to your held items. So right now I'm using Snorlax. These are the items that I have in my Snorlax. If you go down to all held items, you can look at all the items that you currently own and what level they are. And then if you hit one of them, you can actually upgrade it. So if you see in the bottom right down there, it costs 3 item enhancers to upgrade this floatstone to a level 2. So we'll actually go ahead and do it just to see what the process is. But what you're going to see is on the bottom right hand corner, you're going to see the attack is going to go up from 1.6 to 1.6. Well, it's not going to do any change, but the movement speed is going to go from 0 to +8. So every time you upgrade the item, you're going to get some stats into it. So that's why it's really important to get those items upgraded so you can start doing more damage, getting those stats where you're going to be moving faster, like the floatstone, getting more experience. It's really beneficial, and you definitely want to get these items upgraded as quickly as possible to give you that competitive advantage. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this one. Took it to level 2, and now if we wanted to go to a level 3, it'll actually cost us more. So that's one thing with the item enhancers. Every time you level up an item, it's going to cost you more. So it takes, I'm right now currently like 16, 17 on my items for my Snorlax. They're costing me 40, 50, 60 item enhancers just to level up at this point. So it definitely goes up a lot. So definitely make sure you're picking the ones you want for your Pokemon and upgrading them. and getting them up to that level 20 level so you can get those boosted stats, because it definitely helps, and you will notice the difference once you have good items and you've got them upgraded. Another thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and get your fair play coins. So you're going to want to go ahead and go over to your profile, and in your trainer info you've got fair play points. So whenever you're playing the game, if you're not doing anything, you're not getting bans, not disconnected from matches, you will get a maximum fair play. Alright, so in the challenge section here, we actually have a bunch of beginner challenges that they started off with Pokemon Unite, culminating in opening up the Crustle. So that'll be really cool. One thing that I want to suggest for a lot of people is checking out what the challenges are and what they unlock, because you may not need to buy these items or these Pokemon if you can just go ahead and complete the challenges and get them for free. So like in day 1, the first thing you get was I believe that's a muscle band. But you get a bunch of items for free just by completing the challenges throughout the days that you end up getting. So like right here, I get another item just for completing the Advanced 2 tutorial. And then also you get another Pokemon, which is a Crustle. So if you really want to play Crustle, obviously buy them, get them out of the way. But if you know that, you know, you're not super worried about it, you can just unlock them through doing these challenges. So it's pretty cool. They've got a couple of cool items and a lot of tokens you can get, like upgrade coins, as well as just battle coins as well. So definitely something to check out. Make sure you're doing these challenges, get them all finished, because they do end in about 24 days. So, all right, so now we've kind of gotten the basics of the starting menu done, we're going to actually go into the game and get some tips and tricks while we're actually playing the game, seeing what I'm doing when I'm playing and why I'm doing it. So we'll kind of go over a video where I played a Snorlax with a couple of my buddies, got a really nice win, played really well, and did a lot of the things on the map that we needed to do when we needed to do it. So the biggest thing you got to do is right at the beginning of the match, you got to get a move that's going to help you with killing the ads down to get to the end of your lane faster. So mine is actually a tackle move. It gives me a boost and I get some damage. And you'll see here when we do the double creep why I use it. Here we can hit both the creeps, put damage on both of them, helping to clear this lane out even faster. Faster you can get out of this lane and into the center section to set up for these contested creeps like the Corphish in the middle, the better. And in this game, I actually was able, I pushed up a little bit farther than I probably should have, but I was actually able to push up and get their APOM, which was great because it gave us that boosted experience that'll definitely help us out later on. So now that we've kind of pushed what we needed to, we've extended, we need to come back, get closer to our base, and start getting our APOM. So that's what we're doing now. I got a little weak, use my heal, and we poked him enough where it's time to back up. So we'll go back to our ring, heal up, get a speed boost, get some berries. I'm full health because I'm Snorlax, I get a boost from the berries, which is great, and then we just continue back on the experience train. Killing the APOMs, getting that experience, because in the early game, a lot of people are super focused on scoring, dunking. That's what they want to do, getting kills, and then they overextend themselves and they get killed. And that's probably the one big reason why a lot of people are losing when they're like going, oh, I don't know why I keep losing. That's it right there. You're overextending when you don't need to. Early in the game, it's so much more crucial just to gain experience and keep moving forward in the game, because most games are going to be decided in the last 2 minutes when Zapdos spawns. And we'll get into that later in the game. But the early game is definitely, you know, losing 8 points there on that dunk from that Lucario wasn't going to make or break this game. It's pretty negligible. Me staying alive and getting experience so I could be, you know, useful to my team late game is going to be much more beneficial to this game. So right now we're kind of alone. We've got our jungle doing his thing, getting experience. So I'm just going to be playing a little bit more passive. I saw the Lucario a little weak here, and I tried to see if I could sneak a kill off of him. Didn't work, so I'm going to back off. I've overextended. I don't really feel like dying now that he's healing. So we're just going to go back, gain some more experience, kill the creeps that are around us. If you don't know where the creeps are, they're the little yellow dots all around the map. So they'll show up on the map to kind of give you an indication of where they are. Making sure you're killing them and staying active is really big. You don't want to be standing around. Standing around is just wasted time. So stay active. Killing creeps, poking your opponents to get them weak. Like what I'm doing with these two up here, I'm trying to poke them and get them, you know, stand right around half health. Because I know that Haunter can come in, gank them, and get a free kill that way, and that's going to help us out. So like here, we're getting more experience by killing the Corphish in the back of the base. Staying near the zone, so I'm not just giving away free dunks for no reason. They were hiding in the woods, or the tall grass there. Not a big problem, because they just ran away because they know Haunter's a pretty big threat. Right here, we're pretty well full stacked. We know there's only a Slowbro, and we can pretty well push him if we need to. And he doesn't really attack me, so I kind of just got a free dunk here for 30. I knew there was a bunch of orbs on the ground, so I was like, I'll just kind of see if I can get a dunk off, and it worked in our favor. Now that I've dunked, I'm actually going to push up. If you didn't notice, I pushed up there, so I give my Haunter a bit of a barrier to actually do his dunk as well. Pikachu not really worried about dunking. He just needs to get back and start leveling again. That's what we're doing. We've done our dunks, and now it's time to move back and continue getting more experience so we can continue pushing this game. So here we've also got the other big thing with the lanes is the Rotom and the Dreadnought. So Rotom spawns at the top of the map, Dreadnought spawns at the bottom. They're big Pokemon that you're going to want to make sure and keep an eye on during the game. They can definitely change how the game goes. Rotom is going to give you an instant dunk boost once it gets to a base. So if I kill this Rotom and it reaches one of their bases for me to score in, it's going to give me an instant dunk for about 20 seconds, which can change a game. I mean, that could be anywhere from 20 points to almost 200, 250 points if everybody's fully stacked. Rotom's important. The other one that's important is Dreadnought, who spawns on the south side of the map. So if you look on the map, the little yellow Pokemon head is where Dreadnought spawns. They spawn every 2 minutes after they're killed. They've also got a timer, so if you notice after this Rotom dies, there'll be a timer in its respawn zone. It'll let you know when they respawn back in. But the Dreadnought is really important as well. The experience that it gives you, as well as the shields that it give you, can really change how the game goes. If you're behind and you can get that, it can really help you in evening out the game. But if you're ahead and you get the Dreadnought and you prioritize getting Dreadnought, you're going to really solidify a win throughout the middle of the match. And that's definitely one thing you want to take into consideration is whenever Dreadnought is up or Rotom is up, prioritizing killing those can really help you out your team because they're going to give you boosts that are going to help you succeed or help your opponent succeed. So you definitely want to make sure and take those off the field. So if you're in the area and you can team up and get those out of the way, you're going to help yourself later in the game. Right here, we kind of got a cheeky 40 stack off some kills. So whenever you can kind of get some, if you can see a lot of Pokemon in one section, that was a little bit, I extended a little bit far on that one. But if you can ever get a free, dunk like that, why not? Why not? Especially when you're full like a 40 stack. If I only had like 3 or 4 tickets, probably not a great idea, and I probably wouldn't have done it. So again, even though it's middle of the game, keep going. Just gotta keep killing creeps, get the experience going. You don't want to fall behind. So staying active, and now you notice up on the top there, they've got the timer for the Rotom to come on back. And so now we're kind of getting in that territory where we gotta start thinking about Zapdos. We're getting to be about level 10. We're getting down to about 4 minutes. And we're gonna start seeing some teaming up for Zapdos. So we're now teaming up. We're gonna start getting some kills and getting some dunks, clearing out some of these lower end bases here so that we can prepare for Zapdos. Because Zapdos is really going to be the key of the game. We'll see here in a little bit, here in about 2 minutes, actually a minute and a half now, when Zapdos does pop up, how beneficial it truly is, and how it can actually change a game. You could be losing the game all the way up until the 2-minute warning and win the game just based on how you play the Zapdos. So it's big, and you definitely got to make sure you really pay attention. So right here, what I'm doing, I'm Snorlax. I'm really good about defending bases, so making sure that they're not scoring. So right there, I was just trying to make sure that I did a little bit of damage to them. They can't do their dunks if they're taking damage. So if I'm sitting there and I'm constantly doing damage and not dying, I'm holding out for my team to group up and get back to me to go ahead and clean them out. Right there, if you notice, right at that 3-minute warning, the game will actually tell you who is winning the match and where you're at. One thing that a lot of people should start doing is basing their decisions on the game and what they're doing in the game on what those say to you. If you're behind, if you're really far behind, if you're in the lead, or if you have a massive lead, it can definitely help you in not either throwing the game or protecting the game you've already won. So if you're already winning the game, you have a massive lead, pushing super far into their base and wiping your team is probably not the best thing to do. Defending your bases, making sure they're not dunking on you when you have a massive lead is always a great thing to do. It can help you with keeping the match over. So again, the overextending, even in the late game, can help you, change if you either winning or losing. So definitely always got to keep an eye on that overextending. So right here, we're going to go for the Dreadnought. We took too long. It despawns at 2 minutes because the Zapdos does spawn in. So as soon as 2 minutes hits, it's basically a team up. You got to start teaming up. And if you notice, everybody on my team, as soon as I started going to the Zapdos, they started congregating the area. It is known now that Zapdos basically can determine a game. So if you're winning the game and you just let somebody get Zapdos and score a bunch of points on you, you're throwing the game. You got to make sure that at 2 minutes you start heading into the middle of this map to get the Zapdos or defend it as much as you can. Because what ends up happening is if you look at their zones and their base now, it's got that white circle that's timing down. For about, I think, 30 seconds, you get instant dunks on their base. And everybody also gets 50 full points that end up getting into double points. So here I was at 50, got 100, I stalled them out. I got more of our team to actually get more of their points in. This is how you win games, right here. Getting the Zapdos, getting everybody into the zones to actually dunk, and getting those points. In this match, us getting Zapdos wasn't going to really matter because we had already pretty much cleaned out the entire base. But it's just a rule of thumb. When 2 minutes hits, go get that Zapdos. Go clean them out and get those instant dunks and take the win. If you're not paying attention to Zapdos, you're missing out on the biggest part of the game. That's what I was talking about earlier on, is that those last 2 minutes really determine how the game's going to go. Because if this opponent here had cleaned us out on Zapdos, taken Zapdos and went and took all of them and dunked all their points, they could have easily gotten almost 500 points, which is insane. That's how big the swing is with the Zapdos. So always respect the Zapdos, get the kill, and get the win. So we see here, we won 740 to 256, and a lot of that was that Zapdos kill. So if you notice, about 500 points, if we would have gotten that Zapdos kill, we'd have been right around that same points as them. So the Zapdos kill really boosts us into a huge crushing victory. Always make sure you prioritize Zapdos, Rotom, Dreadnought. Make sure you stay really healthy early game. Get that experience. Don't push too hard. Don't overextend. And you'll start seeing some wins, gamers. Let's go. So another thing I wanted to talk about was the surrender mechanic. So if you're playing this game and you feel like you're just at a point, like in this game, we've pretty much already known that we're going to lose this game. If we wanted to surrender, all you want to do is press the plus button, the minus button, and then hit X. And you should be able to go ahead and surrender a match. I know it's not just like an easy option that's just right along the screen, but there is a way to do it if you feel like you're at a point in a match where you're just going to lose, and playing out the rest of it is just kind of, redundant.